Hello, everybody, and welcome to the King of Tides, Hero Club's weekly Twitch stream show. My name is George Primavera. I will be your dungeon master this evening, and boy, oh boy, is Moderna just kicking my ass tonight, gang. I got my booster shot and my flu shot. They wing you in both arms. It's not a choice. She gave me the choice, and it seemed like she was implying it was a bad idea, so I've been walking around like this all day. And I'm a little bit sleepy, but it's okay because I've got some very exciting and engaging players with tonight, and very robust, fun audience to share it with. So let's get you guys briefed up to speed if you have never been here before. If you don't know who we are, first of all, we are Hero Club. Our main thing, what we do is we produce a podcast where we take our live recorded D&D sessions, we edit them down with sound effects and music, and then we put them up in these audio anthology stories that you can go and pick and choose what your favorite genre is, etc. Go check out heroclubpodcast.com, or you can check our About section under this video. But every Tuesday night, we come to this channel right here to just play some regular old D&D. We love our music and our sound effects, but we don't have to worry about all that post-production. And we play in a setting we call the Emporia universe, that is, or the Emporia campaign setting, which is a campaign setting of our own design. Everybody is playing anthropomorphic animal characters. Let's go over a couple of important things for you guys to know. Anthropomorphic animal characters populate this world that has a technological feel of like mid-18th century, height of piracy on the tropical continent of Emporia. Magic has been made illegal and is punishable by death or worse by the monarchy. And the monarchy is assisted by the Church of Soul. They are the only religion permitted to be worshipped in public throughout the land. They worship the sun as a body of celestial power. And now we get to the fun part where we get to meet our friends, and I get to take a break. Because I'm winded. Let's say hi to Dylan McCullum.
Hey everyone, I'm Dylan McCullum. I play fan favorite Nesbitt Bisbee. He's a level 11. Anteater Swarmkeeper Ranger. And
Say it
falls
5 times
to,
fast.
I know, Jesus. It falls to me every time to explain the best or worst part of our campaign setting, because animals are people, bugs be animals. So if you hate life, don't come here. This is a nightmare of George's own making. He's made it worse as it's gone on, and I feel like at some point I should go in there and also maybe, like, the one bug sound is a little tired. I feel like maybe we should get some new chittering at this point.
Okay.
Done. I have done a bad.
Absolutely done. Easy.
I have done a
Gabe
bad
Greenspan.
for everyone.
No, hello, I'm Gabe Greenspan. I play Zygo Coiltail. He is a chameleon and blinded by the light? No, thank you, Mr. Springsteen. More like blinded and the light. That's right, he is a Circle of Stars druid, baby, and he's blind as hell.
That was worth 2 weeks?
Blind as hell. Hannah Fagerbaki.
Oh, man.
Hi, I'm that name that George just said. I play Akana, a level 15 paladin, Oath of the Ancients. And my fun fact this week is that I like to bake, and I did some stuff today, but I'm not going to tell you what it is.
Don't
Hannah and her secrets. Jackie Emerson.
Hello, I'm Jackie Emerson. I'm a rogue, arcane trickster, destruction cleric with jellyfish powers. I'm also a coyote, and I'm 12 years old. And
Perfect.
That's it.
That's the big points. And then we are, for the first part of tonight, we are going to be missing Natasha Mercado. We think she is going to be joining us within like about an hour or so, in which case we'll take a little break, get ourselves set up, and she will be up in here. But until then, we just left off on a heck of a cliffhanger. Let's change the mood a little bit. Just after escaping a trap laid for our party by the malevolent sister, the goddess of time and entropy.
Oh, I forgot about that.
I don't know why I thought you were going to say a trap laid by the malevolent George. I really thought you were going to say.
That's
By the
what I call
malevolent
myself
me.
when I'm alone. The malevolent George.
Oh, you malevolent self.
As the patrons of this very small 3-house stop along the riverway froze in place and begin to rapidly age while chanting the sister's mantra, hours to minutes to hours to minutes to hours. Our party was chased back to the boat named the Colony, waiting for them at the dock. Our party successfully fought off these undead type possessed ghost-like creatures climbing all over the boat, a massive troll skeleton exploding out of the water and attempting to stop the boat in its tracks, It was not successful. Our crew was saved over and over again by our player characters. Tick and Talk, the zebras, are now taking their position on the ship a little more seriously after having almost been drowned multiple times.
Not to mention, they're
they
now level
saved
8
us.
sorcerers. Thank you so much.
Both of them.
Both of them collectively.
No,
They operate as a little tiny
absolutely
two-person
not.
coven, and whenever they're close to each other, they have special
Absolutely
powers.
not.
That's what George said to us off stream, everyone.
No,
Hold
that's
it,
not
hold
what I
him
said.
to it.
He said it over and
fully
over. It
not
was
true.
crazy.
No, they're lying. But we didn't see what was happening to a different member of our party. We have to cut backwards in time a little bit, something that the sister, I'm sure, would be very happy we were doing, as we cut in to the illusory forest within the colony. For a quick reminder for everyone, this boat is it comes equipped with a liminal space that gives the appearance of an illusory forest within the main cabin. Lots and lots of space around here. If one were to go and journey into the forest, they would feel as though they were walking for miles and miles through greenery, and if they were to turn around, they would see the cabin of the ship behind them. So it is in this chamber that Sven, the little fox boy with his paintbrush, and a bunch of paints kind of laid out in front of him in little buckets, is starting to dip in and paint along the slab a base coat for his painting. Akana, you, resting in your bed, realize that everything has gone a bit quiet. And you wake up, turn over in your bunk, and see Sven painting.
And what's he painting on again?
A big, flat stone slab of rock.
Ah, the stone. Okay. Which I probably don't remember. Okay. What are you painting?
Sven turns around. Go ahead and make a history check, Akana.
Okay, and I now have history.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, that's nice. I believe. I just want to check. Yes. Okay. 21.
21. You remember immediately where this slab was obtained. It comes from the plains, just to your south or left if you were facing the way the boat is going. You remember that Sven is trying to send the folks around you to a safe home. And with a 21, you remember that the name of the place he is sending them to is Bovington.
Ah, the frogs. George,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if this is a check or just a character choice on my point, but what would I call Sven?
I think you would know him primarily as the Ethereum,
Okay.
or Ethereum.
Okay. I had asked because I thought, okay, great. Kanna will get out of bed. She's not tired anymore. She'll get out of bed and come sit over next to Ethereum, aka Sven. What's the first thing you remember? A cage? But you remember your family, right? Here?
Roll an insight check.
17.
That's a kinda.
Do you think your family wasn't here, but was in a different plane, and you kind of carried that through? What do you see?
He takes paint and he just points the paintbrush towards the blue.
Do I know that blue is kind of the theme of the...
Roll a history check.
Okay. The Ephemerium, if you...
Let's have this be an Arcana check, actually.
I know.
Arcana check for
funds to
Arcana.
give. Well, this isn't not going to be great. 5.
You're not sure what he means by that.
Okay. If you focus, can you go there?
Oh, man. Sven looks down, his eyes kind of like thinking rapidly, and he's looking over at the blue and the white and the black paint that are out before him. And he gives you a look like, I don't know, but seems like he really would love to try.
I could... Your body, this form of you would be safe. I'll make sure nothing happens. All of you goes. What, paint it?
He holds a little bit of... He dips the paintbrush into just a little bit of blue and draws on the ground like these strokes that remind you of grass. And then he draws a little frame around it in black, smudges it a little bit, and then he puts his palm on it and focuses, closing his eyes. And his hand falls through the floor.
Right.
He grabs something and rips out blue grass. Holding it out of his hands, he opens his palm down, letting the grass fall out of his hands. As it does, before it hits the ground, it becomes slowly invisible. So it literally like loses, it's like, literally it comes out of his hand and just like is gone before it hits the wood below. And then Sven quickly puts a little, takes the back end of the paintbrush and closes that portal by putting a slash through it. And he gives you a nod.
Have you been there before when you were like this? Because I know he has.
He
'Cause he went
writes Zygo. He writes with Zygo on the ground.
Can Canna roll a history check to see if she remembers Zygo's change of thinking about Sven from like,
Yes.
He's just a liability to then like having slightly more respect for him?
Absolutely. Go ahead and roll a history check.
Okay. 15?
Mm-hmm. You remember vaguely that transition. Mm-hmm.
Okay. And when you were over there, did you feel more connected to who you are? Did you remember more?
He summons in his hand, he like claps his hands together and holds lightning between his two fingers. And then it fizzles away and disappears.
But bigger. Okay, George. I don't know if this is a check I have to make or if I would just know it based off of my lives that I lived. Do I know the extent of the Ethereum's abilities and powers and what his different like incarnations mean? And
okay, you're gonna make 2 checks now. Both are DC 20. The first one's gonna be an Arcana check. The second one's gonna be a History check.
So I have to roll a
we
nat
go.
20 on my Arcana check.
I guess so. If
All
you roll
right.
a nat 20, you'll ruin my life. So
There is nothing.
There's the call,
I would
and
love
here
more.
we go.
Well, let's see. You never know. Can I do anything on myself? Wow, I botched, which is the opposite.
No.
good, as it
But
should be.
That's fine. I've ruined your life enough.
Now roll a History check.
Okay.
I'm never 100% serious when I say that.
22.
90%.
There we go. Bringing it back on the history.
22 on the History check. You remember that when the Ethereum is selected, when the mantle of Ethereum passes, it locks the person in at the age they are, and they are unable to physically age. Unless they move to the material plane, in which case they start aging as normal.
Okay. And do I know, fuck, I had a question. Oh, it was such a good question.
For anybody not understanding why these questions are just getting asked now, Kano just basically acquired the brain of a god and is searching through vast, like, swaths of memory. So when she wants to remember things about her life or about, like, bigger picture stuff, she is able to make checks without having to go to, like, a library or something like that. Just to give a little context.
Do I know why the Ethereum passes on into a new person?
Oh, when they die.
It is when they die. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And do they have a typical lifespan, or do they live longer?
If they never leave the material plane, they could live forever. But most Ethereums end up leaving the ethereal plane.
Okay.
With a 22, there's a song associated with the loneliness of being the Ethereum from thousands of years ago.
Oh.
We hear the song, George?
How's it go?
Yeah, it's in Avian. Sure.
Have we heard that song before?
I couldn't really hear it for some reason. I don't know why.
There was a little bit of a noise gate, but
Oh, you couldn't really hear it?
But it
Let me
sounded
see.
eerier because of that in a cool way.
Let's try one more time. I have to go inward.
Okay.
Cool.
Why is it an avian? Can I roll? That seems interesting. That
Go ahead and roll a
avian-
history check.
9. All right. Can't get them all.
No idea.
Okay. Okay.
Sven continues to paint his image of Bovington thoughtfully. Oh, my dice are in the other room. 3 seconds.
Guys, what do I ask?
what do we do? What do we do?
What else do I ask?
Ask what it meant in Avian, because you can speak Avian. What did it mean?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You understand it.
I do. Well, I know it's about being low.
What are you silly people saying?
I just frantically asked them what their favorite side dish for Thanksgiving is. Also, unrelated, what does the
Tattle on
song mean in Avian?
The song in Avian means, what was the? I had never wrote it down, but I knew the gist.
Lonely, I miss
It's right. It's exactly that. No, it is.
One is the loneliest number.
Somewhere out there.
The mashup of those
Can't
songs.
believe not one person said all by myself.
Well, it was supposed to be Jackie, but dropped the
She
ball.
fucked up.
Jackie was enjoying being
I was
in the
just
moment.
enjoying the performance.
And
My
then
God.
Natasha was gonna come in with "On My Own." The
Oh, so good.
It is. He leaves the blue world behind, the azure world behind, to live a life of red passion.
Okay.
Doesn't even fucking rhyme. Completely kidding.
The common translation doesn't rhyme, Gabe.
But it rhymes in
Avian,
whistle.
You gotta hear it in
that
Avian,
whistle
bro.
fucking rhymes.
Yeah, you gotta hear it in the
It's
original
way
Avian.
better in
Yeah,
Avian, bro.
I
It's
hear in the original Avian.
So he leaves the blue world behind to live a red life of passion? More or less?
Mhm.
I don't know why I'm writing it down, but I'm writing it down. avian song, Sven. That'll help me remember what that means. All right.
I never said it was about Sven.
I know, but okay. What he is
Just so you know.
Yeah. Ethereum, while you're here, you will stay like this. You will stay at this age. In this plane. Right. But in the Ethereum, then yes. No, swap? Wait, I thought you said...
When they're on the material plane, they age. When they're on the ethereal plane, they do not. Sven, while he's been here, has been aging.
Oh, great. Wonderful. Love that for him. How old is he now?
Still like 7. I think he told Nesbitt he was 6. So maybe he's 6 or 7.
Well, no, he told Nesbitt he was 6 or 1,000 billion.
Or 1,000.
So pretend I said that, but the opposite. But Sven, but he knew that?
Yes.
What else do you know? Okay. Do I have anything? That would be ridiculous. Is there any kind of anything I can friggin' cast? Is there?
Yeah, you can make a wisdom save.
Oh, wonderful. Yes, sure. We got this. I love saves. I'm a paladin. It's my favorite thing. 28.
Great.
Yeah, baby.
You roll a 28. Nothing happens. And then Sven passes out and hits the ground hard. And you hear... It's all the frogs that were wandering the woods behind you also fall.
Um...
And there's only blackness around your feet. The wood is gone. Make a perception check.
Okay. A 1.
A 1. Okay. With a 1, there is a voice that reverberates all over this entire room.
So you came? Is anyone else around me?
Not that are awake or conscious.
But, so it's
Sven
black.
is about 10 feet away from you, passed out on the ground. You can see him.
Okay. Do I know if I am still in the same plane or if it's a
Roll
different...
an investigation check.
Okay. Oh boy. Fine. I really wish I got to add something.
You didn't feel yourself get taken anywhere, but you have no idea. This does not look like the ship around you.
Okay. Do I recognize the voice?
Roll a history check.
Baby. Oh, 10?
Yeah, you do.
Oh. Okay.
It's been a long time. Mother.
What's her name? I would know it.
You might know it. I want you to roll a history check DC 25.
What do you mean I birthed her?
She's dead, and she is an echo of herself, and her name is lost.
Okay, well, that's impossible unless I nat 20, so. Okay.
You would call her daughter.
Do I see anything or it's all pitch black?
That perception check, all you see is black.
Okay.
If you are going to put more of yourself here, you are foolish to think I would not do the same.
But wouldn't you try? If you had to get something back?
Indeed. I have something to acquire.
Daughter, I'm so sorry. It wasn't my choice, you know, I didn't...
Roll a persuasion check.
George.
What'd you get?
Nat 20.
Yes.
Okay. There is no response to that. And then you hear, and you discern this as sad.
You didn't even try.
You felt lost? They wanted... And by the time I found out about it, it was too late and I couldn't stop it. I need you.
I will stop it. I will stop all of it.
No, you're part of it.
The black recedes. You are back in the illusory forest. Sven is unconscious next to you. All the frogs slowly begin to return to their feet. And then there is an enormous jerking as the entire ship pitches forward. All of the frogs, whoa! At the same time, you feel the entire ship under your feet. Your knees buckle a little bit as it picks up. Seemingly, somebody has activated the gravity sails out front, and then you feel a loud crash as everybody slams back into the deck as the ship returns to sea level. Immediately, Sven is out the door trying to see what the hell has just happened, and he comes face to face with everybody desperately. What he sees is, off the bat, is Joey dropping back onto the boat holding, I believe, Henry? Zygo, holding Zygo after having displaced water beneath him to pick him up out of the flowing river and drops him back on the deck. The ship takes a giant bank around the corner. Akana, you are quickly on Sven's heels, and you see behind you as you just barely get around the railing from what you could be running from, a towering 10-foot-tall, thick-ribbed skeleton with green circles lit for eyes, slamming the water behind you. And soon, that is far away in the distance behind you around the corner of a bend. Henry rounds on Tick and Talk. What are you two thinking? How hard is it to push the boat away from the dock? I'm sorry, man. There was like a lot of pressure. Yeah, we'll do better next time. Guaranteed. Oh. Henry holds his hands, clenches them. Go into the cabin before I lose my temper. Tick and Talk quickly shut the fuck up and get inside. Now, as you travel, and we will resolve what you guys are saying to each other as you do, the forest sounds and the crickets from the plains fade away and are replaced with a much more stark cold wind that begins to whistle as it moves through clay peaks of, at first, modest size. 15 feet high, 30 feet high, 50 feet high. And then as you go, on your right, which is north, they don't get much higher than 100 feet tall, and they are sort of rounded mounds. And to your left, which is south, as you're traveling along the White Stain Delta, that's where the meat of the Red Spine, the mountain range that runs through the center of Emporia, really is. And that is where, when you look up, you see the storm clouds roiling in the distance. The rain has abated for only just a moment, giving you a moment of peace to talk, but already the cold air is starting to smell like moisture once again. What do you guys all do on the boat?
Joey will have probably just stuck by Zygo while he kind of coughs. Zygo, are you okay? Are you
Yes,
okay?
I think so, yes. That was some very fast thinking.
Thanks. I'm really proud of myself because I thought I could make water, and then I made water, and then it got tall, and then I picked you up, and then I flew you. Just in case you didn't remember.
It's not that I did not remember. I could only see so much of it happening, so...
You did
it is
good.
Very impressive. Thank you.
I'm just glad you're okay.
You and me both. Is everyone back on the ship? Everyone made it all right?
I think so.
Everyone's here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Akana.
What
Finn.
happened?
We were set upon. It seems that we made our way onto some older sort of cursed grounds, such as it were.
Cursed grounds? I thought you guys were just going to an inn, right?
The location, it was an old temple and a shrine to the sister.
It's crazy.
We're
You'd
being
think like a really populated inn would have known that there's like haunted grounds in the background if there's a lot of people staying there.
I would imagine this is very old. I only knew about it because it was on the maps that I was able to determine.
Nesbit will just be kind of like not even. He's just making sure everyone's okay. Every single frog. He's going to every single person. But as he walks by, he just says very curtly, "We're being hunted."
But who?
By
Who's-
everyone.
So it would seem. There
We're
are
all-
several people who seem to be pretty dead set on our demise, such as it were.
There are many people set on all of our demise. Think about it.
Yeah, the
Boris.
people don't like us, and the gods don't like us, and the
Well, I was
statues
thinking
don't like us.
specifically about Boris Niles. Commands the entirety of the Blackjacks. They're firmly on our tail. The sister watches us from above, apparently. And I don't know much about this fellow Tash, but I've heard you mention him, but it sounds like he's waiting ahead of us. We are surrounded.
So
Not
we
to
just-
mention the entity that was offering all of you deals within your dreams earlier. Was that thing vanquished as well, or?
Sort of.
Was that the sister too?
No, that
No.
was the Mayfly.
The Mayfly. Okay. Gosh.
But,
You
but
lose
here's
track.
the thing. We've always been hunted. We've always been running away. I don't see anything different about now, except just that it's a little bit more.
Yes, our enemies seem to be growing.
And we are in short supply of allies, it seems. The only thing that is a potential boon is that we have so many parties hunting us that sooner or later they will clash.
One can hope.
All team up.
The enemy of mine enemy is my friend.
Potentially. But when you're
I don't
hunting
think
out in the
Boris
wild,
would ever work with a sorcerer, though.
Exactly. When you're
Well,
hunting
good.
out in
Maybe
the
you can
wild,
kill him.
it is not good if you're after one source of prey you want it. And at the very least, they are all very hell-bent on us. We can just hope that they will be so blind to this fact.
George, can I make a check to see if the daughter would work with others to collude against us?
You can make a check.
Okay,
That would be a religion check.
Okay. That's fun. We'll do that. 25.
She would never reach out to them directly, but she would certainly manipulate events so that it would work out that way.
Okay.
I did not know about the rest of you, but I am tired of being hunted. I think it is time that we went on the offensive at least a little bit.
What does that mean?
Who do you want to be offensive against?
Who do we think is our greatest threat?
It's a good question. What do you all think?
I mean, it depends. I think that the sister is probably the last one to be vanquished because, well, she's the sister. But Boris Niles,
Got the most numbers.
We do know those specific locations where it might be possible to target the sister, such as it were.
We need to talk to the father.
And how exactly do you propose that we do that, Nesbitt?
I don't know. But what I do know is, from my limited understanding, and George, tell me if I'm wrong, the father rules the seas.
Sure.
The brother is in the sky. I do not know if the storm has anything to do with them, but they seem to be at least a chaotic party if they're at all involved. And we do know that the father was lashing out against the sister. And the only way that Boris Niles can follow us, or at least at the moment will follow us, may be by water. We need the oceans, the rivers on our side.
at this, Joey kind of shoots Akana a very furtive look that she makes sure isn't seen by anyone else.
Well, we can't just knock on his door.
But could we?
Can you do anything? Akana,
Do I know what I can do in that regard, George?
do you have a spell that would allow you to communicate with the deity? Or any kind of ability that would allow you to do so?
The power. I mean, I've got my channel divinities. I have my divine sense, which would not do that.
Any spells?
That I have currently? I have speak with animals.
Yeah, that should work.
Yeah. I think this was when we were going into combat land, so they're mostly. Hold on. Oh. Would the father be on a different plane?
Potentially.
Could I banish myself to that plane?
Holy shit.
If you banish yourself, you will immediately return to the divine plane, and you will not be able to come back.
Oh, okay.
That's
It's a
true,
good
'cause you
idea.
would return to the plane that you're...
Good idea.
But, you know,
Well,
working with...
well, wait, because the spell only works if they hold concentration for a minute,
the full
correct?
minute.
Mm-hmm.
So you have 59 seconds if you want to banish yourself to. You're going to banish yourself to the divine plane.
Oh, fuck.
I don't know if I could. I don't know why not.
Do we also know if time works the same or if it moves differently there?
Yes.
We have no idea. None
I
of us
might
have
know.
been there.
Would I know?
It probably moves at a similar pace.
The time crystal. We have a time thingy. Could I slow down time?
How so? How would you do that?
Oh,
With
do we have any of the right ones
You
on
guys
us?
have a lot
Most
of
of
raw
those-
material crystals. You don't have a lot of like magic items made with these crystals.
And most of those we were given away because those are the crystals we need. To
Yeah, we don't really have any of the green ones, which are the slow down time ones. We mostly left those with Reshka.
But did we take any?
I don't think so. A minute is not nothing.
Not nothing.
But it's really fast. You have to be really fast.
I have to know exactly what I want to ask and what I want to say ahead of time. I like looking through my other spells. It's
Not to
really-
mention, does the father have any reason to be on our side versus someone else's?
I don't know. Does he? Joey looks at Akana.
I mean, can we start inside checking at this? But how subtle is Joey being about this?
How subtle is Joey?
Yeah.
He'd have more of a reason to be with us than the sister, but God, I don't have any other.
It's a
Does
cool
any-
idea.
Does anyone have any cool spells that they could do on someone else?
I mean, I have an idea, but it's not for the father. It's for other issues that we're having.
Does anyone else have any other ideas?
Hannah, you can think it through and we can go to Gabe's thing.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. Gabe, what are you trying to do?
Okay. Well, threats on every side, right? So let's just start ticking off boxes, I guess. Zygo is going to take the feather that he found in the inner cabin of the boat,
Oh boy.
the one left by the avian
Dude.
before he left.
Uh-huh.
He's going to go sit on the bow of the ship for 10 minutes and attempt to scry on his location.
It's a wisdom save, correct?
A wisdom save that he will have a negative 10 to based on the fact that I have something on his person.
I botched.
Nice.
He comes to the
Way
ship.
to go, Gabe.
Okay.
Before you, a little... How does the scry manifest?
The scrying spell, as described in the scry, you can see and hear a particular creature you choose that is on the same plane of existence as you. So I couldn't do the father. The target must make a wisdom save, blah, 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 modified by how well you know it. On a failed save, the spell creates an invisible sensor within 10... That's my dog, sorry. Creates an invisible sensor within 10 feet of the target. You can see and hear through the sensor as if you were there. The sensor moves with the target, remaining within 10 feet of it for the duration. A creature that can see invisible objects sees the sensor as a luminous orb about the size of your fist.
Got it. How do you see it?
How
Does
do
it appear
I
before
physically
you?
see it?
Is it just in your head? Do you close your eyes and it's there? Does it appear in a mirror?
Given that it is a 10-foot, specifically described as a 10-foot thing, which is how far my blind sight is, I think it is all sort of in a Daredevil in the Rain style. I can see them moving through space.
Got it.
Kind of effect.
You close your eyes and you see before you swims an image of an ostrich breathing heavily, crouched inside of a clay cave. And he calls out behind him in avian. Seems to be aggressive, whatever he's saying. And then he launches himself out from behind his cover. There's a clap of lightning, and a bolt of lightning explodes from his hand.
Demon George. Demon George.
How are we doing right now? Are we all audible?
That was good.
Okay. I'm gonna try that again. Sorry if it goes crazy again. A bolt of lightning explodes out of the ostrich's hand, goes off out of the range of your scry, and you just hear very, very faintly in the distance an explosion, and then the crumbling and sliding of clay. And the ostrich then gets back behind, breathing heavily, and you see, clutched in the ostrich's feathered hand, is a round blue orb that appears to be pulsing white. Roll a quick perception check for me.
Nat 20.
The orb pulses with the flashing of lightning. It pulses white every time lightning flashes.
As if it is causing it?
As if it is reacting to whatever is causing lightning to strike. With a nat 20, Gabe, this bird is holding a summoning orb. And you immediately infer that whatever was summoned might have been done by the ostrich.
By this guy. Okay.
But 2 creatures were summoned. You only see 1 orb.
Right.
Make an insight check.
14.
Okay, that's all I can give you.
2 creatures
you know
were
what?
summoned.
I got one more wheel left of the day.
You don't even need to roll. It's a DC 15.
Let's go. That's the last one.
There must be another spellcaster and another summoning orb, because 2 creatures are roiling within the smoke right now. Not the smoke, the clouds, pardon me.
Right. So we've been able to pinpoint one of the people who would have caused this to happen, but
And it's the ostrich.
with a
Ender, who left you.
Ender, whose name I never learned, but I know Akana did. I rolled a 2 on the wheel, so it's a 16 insight check. With that 16 insight, do I get the sense that he's clearly firing lightning at something? Does he seem like he is...
He's aiming straight level with himself, not up into the sky.
Okay. As if something might be chasing him, like on foot, that he is trying to avoid? Hard to say.
With a 16, it gives you more the feeling of a soldier in a bunker, popping out and popping back in.
Got you. Okay. Okay. Cool.
You don't understand anything he yells in avian.
No.
And then that's all you see.
All right.
The rest of what you scry is just him taking cover inside the clay cave and panting.
All right, as I come back to the ship. All right, well, it seems that our ostrich friend is at least partially responsible for what is happening right now. I saw him somewhere near here, somewhere in the cliffs, bunkered down, holding on for his life seemingly, but holding on to an orb that was used to conjure one of the creatures that is up there. I could not pinpoint who the other conjurer was, but...
Do you think that... Is there any chance that he got the orb from the thing that we stepped on when all the soldiers came?
I do not remember seeing any sort of an indentation for an orb, but it is possible. If I think back real hard, can I try and remember if I saw an indentation for an orb?
Did not.
Okay.
I don't remember. He always could have had it on his.
Kano, I'm gonna ask you to
On his
make,
belt.
just for the hell of it, make an Arcana check with disadvantage, based on Zygo's description of the object.
Alrighty then. Ooh, 7 or 8.
Okay, never
Whoa.
mind.
Shit.
It was a DC 20. Never mind.
So I'd say you need to roll a nat 20 with disadvantage, and then I just won't do it.
George, I don't even know how to word this. Is there any, like, myths that Nesbit would have known about storms?
Roll a history check.
History? 5.
Okay, do a religion check for me.
Okay.
This is less good, but something.
18.
Yeah, a long time ago, there was something called the Forever Rain. People talked about how it rained for 2 years straight, about 50 years ago. But, like, the sun wasn't seen for, like, 2 years. And it's used in churches to scare little kids and adults into showing up for church, that kind of thing. Do you want to bring back the forever rains? You remember a little missionary traveling through the Salzado. Leave these sinful wooden domiciles. Come to civilization. An old pigeon on a soapbox in the middle of the forest. He gets vegetables and fruit pelted at him until he leaves.
Zygo,
Yes, sounds good.
I don't know. I feel like it's not out of the realm of possibility to assume that Tash has something to do with this.
I was thinking the same thing.
But
And I heard the Ostrich calling out an avian. There are only so many avians as we have met.
threateningly,
Not threateningly, no. It seemed like, from what I could intuit, perhaps was it like a rallying cry? Did it seem like he was calling out?
It seemed like it was a yelling out to somebody he was shooting at.
Got it. Okay.
Seems to be, you couldn't understand what he said, but it seemed to be like a lot of drama behind whatever he was saying. It was very
Gotcha.
impassioned.
Not so much a threat as it was perhaps an accusation or a vitriol.
well, if there were two things summoned, maybe one of them was summoned to fight the other.
A sort of give and take.
Potentially.
You think that the summoners were not working in unison, but perhaps in discord?
It's storms are discord. They are. It seems like a fight. I could be wrong. But I just wonder why too.
I trust you. I am only able to project my consciousness so far so many times, but I think trying to find our good friend Tash might not be such a bad idea. If you will give me a couple of minutes, I will try to indulge you.
But what are the odds they both somehow have these mysterious ball things?
I do not know, but either way, I think getting a bead on what his location might be could only be beneficial to us.
Oh, what did you do, George?
Something is happening, but
Oh, God.
unless George tells me otherwise.
George.
Yeah, we're
about
gonna
to-
stop because I just rolled with advantage and I rolled a nat 20. Shit, dog. I
Wait,
was joking about I should roll that again because it's advantage and it might be a nat 20. Ooh,
What?
wow. Okay,
On
1
what?
second.
What might be a nat 20, George?
Yes, George, what might be
I
a
gotta
nat
roll some
20?
dice. I mean, I know this is annoying. I'm so sorry, but I didn't expect I'd have like 9 more dice to roll.
Oh boy.
Well,
Are
we
we
also
about to die?
haven't long rested in a very long time.
This
Just
is
wanted
true.
to like mention it so it's on.
Yeah,
the
could we have like
books.
short rested before we had these conversations?
Hold
Yeah.
on, I need to check someone's HP.
Cool.
Fuck!
Someone's?
Who's someone?
1 second. I'm gonna put on some scary music so you guys feel this tension that I feel.
No!
Or you could put like a
George!
cool, fun, like acapella version of a
No, I
Disney
don't
song.
like this music.
Yeah, this is really bad, gang.
What just happened?
If
there
you imagine,
is-
oh,
A whistling from the darkness through the wind. And Henry steps forward.
No.
I don't think we should concern ourselves much with turning around. It worries me when we start out on a course and then all of a sudden, you know, people get distracted and Henry takes 97 damage and is killed outright.
what?
You guys see Henry's eyes fade as he is dead before he hits the deck. Everybody make a perception check for me.
Wait, can I quickly spare the dying?
No,
he's dead, Jack.
He's dead.
Spare the dying does nothing on that. I'm assuming this is...
I can't believe I rolled an at 20. That's really unbelievable.
Or
What perception? What check is this?
Perception.
For a perception check, you need to beat a 22.
Okay,
can
good.
I go ahead and just revivify Henry right off the bat, please?
You absolutely can.
I rolled a 28, but I don't know if it's sight-based.
It is sight-based.
Okay, I
It
rolled
is
25.
strictly sight-based.
25, 25, 25.
25,
23.
23, Nesbit, and Joey. And Akana, you're taking your action to revivify, correct?
Yes. Oh, well, I would like to revivify and lay on hands him. I know that those are both two different things. Also,
Okay.
I didn't know. I had long rested my character, but I remember having one spell slot in each thing left.
Okay, great. That's good.
So I just can't remember how many lay on hands I had.
No worries.
You pumped a lot of them into me.
I know, but I still had.
A couple.
So the revivify is the
15
first
left.
thing to happen. Akana immediately slides to catch Henry's body, sees the light has left his eyes, and literally like you are pulling a soul from above where the body is just about to leave, you put your hand on his chest. There is a burst of golden light, and Henry's chest heaves, and the arrow evaporates in radiant energy. Do you have a diamond on you, Kano?
I think I do. Yeah.
We
I know.
divided those
Akana.
up, right?
So please get rid of one diamond,
Yes.
and make sure you have somewhere where they're kept track of.
Yeah. That's in me.
Nesbit and Joey, hundreds of feet out. It's a miracle you see this. Far, far away in the brush, a flint of gold can be seen, and then it disappears.
Oh,
Okay, even with 120 dark vision, I don't see any more.
It's beyond 120 feet.
You said like 300 feet out.
can I shoot?
Nesbit, go ahead and make an attack with disadvantage, because it is heavily obscured by the time you guys see it.
Can I take the help action with him?
Yeah. You can
I'm-
point out next to him and be like, right there. Absolutely.
Yeah,
If you're
I'm
next
gonna
to
help
Nesbit,
point.
roll a straight roll with that, Nesbit.
Real quick, so sorry to be annoying. I wrote down that I had 3 diamonds and gold from treasure, but I know that we got those diamonds smallified.
I think
You have 3 smallified diamonds.
you have 3 smallified
Yeah.
ones, yeah.
Okay.
So I have two.
So now
So now you have 2.
and I have Svens in my bank, but if someone dies,
I have a bunch of diamonds on me, so...
Okay, great. We'll
Okay.
have 2, so we're good for.
Revivify gets expended. Nesbit, go ahead and make that attack. Straight roll. Now, Joey takes the help action and points out as you start to lose the obscure. Joey, with the higher perception check, starts tracing where she can see rustling of bushes, just on like the very outer edge of a clay peak.
Does the gold look familiar?
It's too far away to tell.
It's like 300 feet away.
It's very, very far.
18.
18. The crossbow bolt from the deck, Nesbit loads it up, whistles, and it disappears into the darkness. You don't hear any impact from the crossbow bolt, but you do see just like a little bit of blue energy that lights up where this person is. Still heavily obscured, but you do know where this person just activated a shield spell.
Right. Can I attack again as...
You can, as your bonus action, yeah.
Well, no, just as my...
Or excuse me, as your second attack for extra attack, yeah.
Is this a disadvantage? Because it's after the help action, right?
Yes, it is a disadvantage after the help action, correct.
Still plus 10, so 23.
This time, you don't see that magical burst. Roll damage for me.
Yes.
Okay. Oh my god. I'll gathered swarm it. $13 points of damage.
Okay.
Can I do something as well?
Yes, you can.
As Nesbit fires the arrow with the gathered swarm, Zygo dropping to the deck and seeing the bugs go is going to concentrate on that group of bugs. And as they reach the target that is, as you said, 300 feet away, he's going to cast Insect Plague right at where the arrow hits. It has a range of 300 feet.
Genius.
I don't need to see where it is. It just needs to be within range.
Okay.
Anyone in a 20-foot radius sphere needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
What's the DC?
18.
Failure.
He takes 4d10 piercing damage.
We're at 13 from before, right?
Hold on a second.
Oh my God, Zygo. Genius.
16.
I'm gonna write down a
That's-
number. Hold on. I'm gonna write down a number because this is
Okay.
huge. Shit.
Or can you throw javelins 300 feet?
Okay, go ahead.
I don't think so.
23 magical piercing damage.
Nice.
Okay.
And at the start of its turn, when it starts its turn in the spell, it needs to make that save again.
Oh, so good.
Okay, then I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
Okay, that is a successful save. What happens on a successful save?
I am not
Half
sure.
damage.
Hold on a second.
It's half damage.
Is it? Half damage. All right, let me roll it out again.
And it's difficult terrain where he is right now.
That's right. 12. 19 halved is 9 more piercing damage.
Okay. Let me do one thing.
And the sphere is difficult terrain.
Okay, everybody make a perception check for me.
Side-based.
Side-based.
19.
That is a
11.
failure. 11 is a failure.
What?
My perception is +7, dirty 20.
That is a failure as well.
I had a
By
feeling it
1.
was gonna
DC
be
was
bad.
21.
Yeah.
Just used my last whee.
I know where. I know. Oh, but then tomorrow. It's 300 feet. I know where they're pointing. I'm gonna cast Ice Storm.
You have 300-foot range?
Yeah, baby.
Okay, that takes place... What's the range on Ice Storm?
300 feet.
No, but what's the area of effect on it?
20-foot radius, 40-foot high cylinder.
And you pointed it right where the insect were, right?
Yeah.
You see a massive explosion of ice crystals form all over this mountain, and then there is a beat, and then there is absolutely silence. You see nothing. No more shots come. Anybody else can do anything they would like to do.
Should I go fly over there and figure out
No.
who
Yes.
it was?
I can do it too.
Yes,
and
go,
Joey
both of you.
Yeah.
snaps her hand and goes invisible.
I bumped my armor back and.
Actually, wait. Oh no, I haven't got invisible yet.
You can just fly. You don't have to be invisible.
Okay, I'm not gonna be invisible. George, do I only get one cast of greater invisibility per long rest with the cloak, or is it?
Just one cast per long rest. That's right.
Okay, I don't think I went invisible in the zombie fight.
You did.
but
You did go invisible. We.
I did,
oh,
okay.
Yes, you did
No.
because you. Wait.
No,
Wait.
she
Not
did
not
in
on the
the-
boat. You
I
went
don't think I
invisible. You went invisible in the
Air
elemental fight. So no,
Yeah.
you have not gone invisible.
But we long rested. Okay, I won't go invisible, but I am gonna stealth fly. if
Okay,
that's
roll a stealth
possible.
check, and how much can you fly dash? Because you're a rogue, so if you dash, you can move triple speed.
Dash.
That is gonna be a 25 stealth check, and then I can
Interesting.
fly. I have a flight of.
60.
I don't like that place.
60,
Give 60
Yeah,
speed.
60.
and you're
Which
okay.
would
So you're
mean
gonna fly up towards where
180.
on the clay peak they went. So you do not get all the way there.
I'm also going, but my flight speed is 40. But I will be dash.
Okay,
Can I hide among the clouds?
Jackie, you're gonna be able to make a perception check with advantage because you're gonna start looking with your dark vision down at the ground. The check you have to beat is very high. I don't think you can beat it without a nat 20. The check that you have to beat is a 36.
Holy fuck.
So you need to beat a, you need to get a nat 20 on that perception check.
Yeah.
You have
It could
advantage.
happen. Crazier things should happen.
Crazier things have
But
happened.
you have advantage,
folks.
so.
Damn it. I rolled a 19, but it's
Oof.
not a 20.
You don't find anything, and you get the feeling that you're probably not going to.
Okay. Then Joey's gonna kind of signal to Akana and then head back to the boat.
Okay.
She's gonna do thieves can't hand signals, trusting Akana will understand.
Henry, lies down on the ground, stabilized but at 0 health points, completely unconscious.
Can I throw a healing word on him really fast? Zygo will just...
Absolutely can.
Henry, I need you to stand up right now, alright? He has 8 HP. Are you alright?
Was I dead?
It would seem that you were.
I saw. I saw. And he goes quiet.
Are we back yet?
Joey flies back to the boat.
As I land, I want to boom him 5 more health.
Thank you. He sits heavily on a bag of potatoes.
Did you find anything? Anyone?
I did.
No.
I saw from high on a mountain, I saw people I knew.
A lot of trees.
Yeah. Aye, lots of trees.
Akana, is that what happened to you?
I didn't make it very far, but I felt someone tug on my back. You. Henry excuses himself wordlessly and walks into the cabin holding where the arrow previously was at his neck. Even though the healing has taken place, he has a bright, a bare patch where his fur is no longer where the arrow passed through, and a vicious-looking scar that looks like it was cauterized from the radiant energy.
Can we look at the arrow? Oh, sorry.
Yes, you can look at the arrow.
Oh, I thought you said it vanished. Amazing.
The arrow head did not vanish because it was not made of wood. It was made of metal.
I nat 20'd my investigation check. I don't know if you wanted me to make that, but I just did.
This is the same arrow that your mother was equipped with. Same design and same make when you encountered her. With that nat 20, you imply that this is an assassin sent by Boris Niles, likely magic using.
Hence the... Joey is going to say... Joey's going to explain that she saw a flash of gold. So it's most likely a...
Is it a mask?
Joey looks at Akana in a panic, kind of almost forgetting that she's not Kano. What if it's her? What if everything she said she went back?
Akana, make a history check to remember this.
Oh boy.
Come on, buddy. 14.
It's unfamiliar to you. You can fake it, but it's unfamiliar to you.
Okay. No, I don't think so.
Is you an insight check?
Go ahead, roll a deception check, Kano.
21 on my deception.
11 on my insight. Joey buys it.
It's comforting.
Okay.
We do have a lot of enemies.
And we are obviously painfully exposed.
Can I ask a quick question? Zygo, you know when you did that thing where you held a feather and then you knew who it belonged to? Could you do that with this arrow?
I could, but not right now. I'm afraid I am too tired. I'm a bit rattled by everything that we have been through the last couple of hours. My connection to the universe is not what it could be.
But and then Joey
some
will
sleep, and I might be able to.
place
D&D
it in
speak.
his
I'm out of
notes.
spell slots.
Yeah.
I'm done with 5th level slots, gang.
But will you do it? I just need to know.
Of course.
And I think I might be able to do something to try to talk to the father, but it's been a very long day.
Let us sort of, I guess, keep moving. I mean, if we stay and there is an assassin after us, I'm sure there will be more, but we do need to rest.
I think everybody should rest under cover. Just in case.
Well, we'll take turns for the watch, and we all sleep inside, right?
That is what we will do tonight, if we did not before.
And we're going to take just a little break. We'll be back very soon, everybody. Don't go anywhere. Hang out in the chat, and we'll be back in about 8 to 10 minutes. We'll see you soon.
Woof!
I set upon the ship at dawn. I wouldn't dare be late. Abilities were checked
Welcome back, everybody. Henry just died. And got brought back to life. That's level 11 we're at tonight, gang. Just a moment ago, if you're just catching in with us, traveling along the White Stain Delta, the party is set upon by an assassin, an ambush. An arrow whistles through the air, pierces Henry through the neck, deals him 97 points of damage, killing him instantly. Akana grabs him, casts Revivify, expending one of the diamonds in her pockets. Akana, it's not Akana. Henry is brought back to life and healed, though different than before, seemingly much more withdrawn and shocked at whatever it was that he saw. And our attempts to fire back at the assassin were largely successful, though it seems perhaps not successful enough. It does appear that they have escaped. After seeing that golden glint of light on the mask, you make the deduction that it might be one of the members of that special squadron. Those offensive magic users sanctioned by the Church of Soul to work for the monarchy. The Golden Monkey Masks. However, we once again cut back a little bit and get away from the sounds of the storm. As passing Akana, who is walking outside to see what the heck has just happened after the boat lurches forward, Zaza immediately sprints to the interior, walks into the forest, and goes to the bathroom. And if you've watched here before, you know that going to the bathroom is code for casts augury.
Oh, God.
Natasha.
Yes.
You didn't even do this because you thought that like you had a specific question in mind. At this point, with your breathing heavy, it's almost just you need comfort right now. You need to talk to family. The house is on top of the hill. But the chimney's not on.
Huh? Oh, no. Okay. Grandma Izzy? And she goes up to the door and opens it.
No response. The door swings open. The house is set exactly the same. Doesn't look like anything's disheveled, out of place, but nothing's cooking. It looks like it's almost like this cabin is on it's almost like it's posed for real estate. It looks like someone lives here, but it also looks robotic and very symmetrical and doesn't look lived in. I want you to make, what is this check going to be?
Investigation.
Go ahead and make an investigation check.
Oh, cool. Okay. Let's see. Oh, a natural 18.
Natural 18. You start to curiously look at all of these possessions because they're all the same. You recognize several family heirlooms that maybe you saw in your house when you were a child. When you saw them, they were much more aged. Now they seem polished, clean, new. And with an 18 investigation, you playfully open a drawer just to see, get curious. And sitting there is a pan flute. And it's the exact same pan flute as your pan flute, but it's brand new and bright gold.
Whoa. Cool. Okay, wait, but I want to see before I do it, because it's no, this isn't Grandma's house, so everything's okay. Okay, so Zaza is going to test it out a bit.
Roll a performance check.
Oh. In that case, can I have my mohawk up?
You can.
Okay. So she just yeah. So I just get advantage. Oh my god, a nat 20. A nat 20.
Oh my god.
Nice.
Zaza. All we see is the silhouette of Zaza standing in all we see is her silhouette. Behind her a window looking out onto the sea with sunset colors behind her. And the pan flute slowly moves to the hyena's lips, a tentative blow, a little whistle, and then soon Zaza adeptly begins playing a tune on the pan flute. It's a comforting song, and it is also, with a nat 20, you feel a hand on your shoulder.
Ooh.
And you turn around and it's your grandma.
Yeah.
It's Ezzy.
Oh,
Great aunt. What is she again?
I thought she was my great grandma.
Great grandma. Right. That is beautiful.
Wait, do you still live here, or am I intruding? Is everything okay?
Everything's fine. I won't be here forever. Who you speak to, using the magic that you have, will eventually change. Zaza, our time is at an end.
What?
You
What
have
if I-
more of your family to meet,
Oh.
but I'll always be watching you. We all are. But I want you to take this as a parting gift.
Is it yours? Did you play it?
I did. Very well. I was a bit of a performer. If ever you decide to take such a path, it's quite an instrument to become adept at. If you decide to follow a bardic tradition, that is. But if not, it will bring you peace, it will bring you rest, and it'll bring you closer to us. Goodbye, Zaza.
Did you try to give her a hug?
And as you try to give her a hug, you find yourself standing back in the illusory forest, and you're holding a golden pan flute in your hands.
Whoa. She was just gonna say go away without saying goodbye. That's so sad. Okay. So Zaza's holding this thing.
It's inscribed with her name.
Oh, nice. Did she play it a little more by herself?
Yeah, go ahead and make a performance check.
Okay. Oh my gosh.
On the deck, like,
20, a dirty 20.
down.
You rolled a nat 20?
A dirty 20.
A dirty 20. Okay, that's still great. Okay. So, let me bring this up here. This is Ezzy's pan flute. If you choose to become a bard, it is a +1 bardic focus. So if you were to take bardic spells or like take a level in bard, it would give you like bonuses to bard stuff, which lets you cast using your charisma. If you do not, however,
1 bardic.
you can cast 1 spell per short rest, and you have your choice of 3 spells. You can cast Sleep.
Oh, I love that one.
At level 1. You can cast Charm Person,
Woo!
Oh,
also at
no.
level 1.
Yee!
Or you can cast Healing Word
Interesting.
at level 1. Once per short rest, or excuse me, yes, once per short rest, you can play those 3 songs
Oh, as a song. Okay.
during a rest. Not during a rest. Once per short rest, you may play 1 magical song on this pan flute.
And then
so
the
that
other
is-
aspect you said was +1 bardic.
If you choose to become a bard
If
and follow Ezzy's tradition, the
Yeah.
spells that you would cast as a bard and your spell save DC as a bard would be a little higher.
Okay. Thank you.
That's just a choice, though.
That's pretty cool.
You walk out of this forest and see the frogs all gathered around. Henry is laying down asleep, and seems very curled up in the fetal position, kind of. and you see that Sven is inside working on a painting, a big landscape of Bovington along a massive slab of rock. And just at this moment, the party comes inside, leaving who out on the deck?
For the first watch, you mean?
Yep,
I'll
you guys
take
mentioned
first watch.
Nesbit does not
Nesbit
return yet.
Yeah.
Okay. Nesbit, what's your passive perception?
What is my passive perception? Passive perception?
Huh?
17.
Okay, got it.
Forgot it was actually high.
As we walk into the cabin, Joey's gonna go, which is her call for Charlie.
I hate that with every part of my being.
He comes down the wall directly down. And then had some trouble making the corner. Farts. Poops.
No. Pooped?
Yeah, I said
Here,
poops.
Charlie.
Zygo
Joey
is
holds out her hand.
15 feet away and
He just
therefore can
leaves. It's not
only
like
hear
he-
this shit.
It's not like he bears down and shits. He just leaves like 3 slug pellets behind him.
You snake poop.
He squats.
Log pellets. Oh.
Joey holds out her hand so he can slide on top of it.
Got a poop slug.
Bubbles start to appear at the slug's mouth. The
Oh,
equivalent of a slug for purring.
If we are going to be taking shifts, perhaps we should start getting some sleep.
His eyeballs retract into his head as he's like from the scratches.
Does
Wait,
one
so
of them quiver?
Are we now all in this?
One of them opens once in a while.
Yeah.
All of us except Nesbit, who's on the deck.
I would
keeping
also
watch.
like to chat with Nesbit.
Okay, Kiana can stay outside as well, so we're still inside for now. Kiana then heads right back in outside.
But so everything that has happened to Henry already, that's going to happen?
That already happened.
He's back to life, though. We're all...
Time moved a little differently for you.
We would have come in saying, like,
Okay.
we are under threat, and Nesbit is taking the first watch as we continue our way down the river. Also, I found your hostage friend. Apparently, he is partly responsible for what is going on here.
What? Did you see him?
I did. He is not doing so well, it would seem.
Did he look angry still?
He did look angry, yes.
Did he see you?
No.
And Zaza, is Henry in here too, George?
Henry's asleep, but yes, he is in there. Or he seems to be asleep.
He's asleep. Okay. I think I'll show my flute to Zygo.
This is beautiful.
Thank you.
Where did you get it?
You get it. Meditating and, talking now.
Ah.
You know. I got-
Yes,
I
there
got,
is.
there. Yeah.
You are friends in high places as well?
Yeah.
Understood. Congratulations, that is very special to have such a bond.
Thanks. And she puts it away. So, we gonna find this ostrich guy, or what's going on?
Well, immediately after I found him, it seems that someone else found us.
What do
There
you
was
mean?
an assassin sent to, probably from our other good friend, Mr. Boris Niles.
Boris Niles. I told you he has a crush on me, right?
You did mention that, yes.
Henry turns over.
We are seemingly in near constant danger at this point, so as ready and alert as you can be, that is for the best.
Well, if you need me to do anything, sorry I was taking some time to myself. I really want to help out, and I want to.
I truly understand. I do. You have been there for us more times than we can count. Do not worry.
Joey is lying in a hammock with Charlie kind of squished next to her. And while it seems like she's asleep, her eyes are open and she's clearly both thinking and listening to everything.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to get some rest, but Akana and Nesbit are still out on the deck if you have anything you'd like to ask them.
Good night.
Good
And
night.
she goes out to the deck.
Okay. We follow we follow Zaza out to the deck.
While it was just...
Well, it was just you two before Zaza comes out.
Yeah. I think I might have an idea to reach the father in a way, but I'll only have a very short amount of time. What do you think? I'm curious as to what you would say.
I don't know. Can I be honest with you, Akana?
Yeah.
I just don't know what to do, and so I just said the thing. I have no idea if the father would help us. I have no idea if it's even a good idea to contact him.
Well, there's a lot of people in the world who don't know what to do and who say far worse things and ideas than that one. So if that was just your natural gut reaction to say something, it's pretty good.
I have faith.
I know.
And I have faith that I'm just worried that what if where we're going the mother can't hear? And so then we're gonna have to talk to someone else.
Can I roll whatever check I would... Remember the check I rolled for Henry? George, you had me do a thing.
What are you talking about?
Remember you said roll a blank, either save or check, and then I learned like...
Oh,
that
make a
Henry
wisdom
had
save.
three. Wisdom save, okay. What dice
And then
would
you're
you
gonna make a history check if you succeed the save.
Okay. 30-20?
Okay, make a history check.
Okay.
And what are you trying to find out?
In particular, which I know, but like, you know, some of that might have gotten lost. Nesbit's particular connection to the mother. 14 history.
You recognize him as a follower of the mother. You remember feeling his presence for years while he was alive, but that is kind of it. You're a little unfamiliar, but you know him pretty well. Like you remember that this is one of the 5 people or 6 people that you know were manifested in those statues in your mind. So this is one of those people.
Okay. Nesbit, do you really think that someone who you've had a connection with and been speaking to your whole life wouldn't be able to hear you all of a sudden?
I think that she'd hear me. I'm just worried. I'm just worried that she might think I'm doing it wrong. You know, I get angry sometimes, like, all I want to do is keep the people on this ship safe. But the thing that's flashing through my mind at all times right now is a kind of rage. And I think she would be... If I could shoot down the sun, if I could drain the oceans of water, I would do it all to keep them safe. And I feel like she'd be not happy at some of the things I think.
Can I roll a check on that specifically? I don't know if
You
that
know
would
that
be
what
like-
he just described is antithetical to what the mother stands for. Preservation of life above all else is what the mother is all about.
The feeling of being angry is a completely understandable and natural thing. People think a lot of things when they let that take over. I know you well enough to know that you've been speaking to the mother your whole life. If you could snap your fingers and kill the sun and take away the oceans, knowing everything that that would mean, you'd do it? Or would you try to figure out a better way?
No, I'd try to figure something else out. But... And I'm sorry if this insults you. Not the only... But when I tried to give life instead of take it, you didn't come back.
And Akana's gonna reach out and take Nesbit's hand. I came back more than you know. And she would like to look meaningfully into his eyes to kind of give him the opportunity to glean something, should he choose to.
Roll an insight check, Nesbit.
So it's on his own.
Yep.
11.
What does Nesbit want to know, if anything?
Nesbit wants to know that Kano came back. Even if it's a different name, wants to know that that's who was back.
Hannah, make a wisdom save. Have Akana make a wisdom save.
17?
With an 11 on the insight, all I can tell Nesbit is that it's her and it's not her. Similar kindness, similar mannerisms, but it's like this person's also like a shadow of Kano. It's like a stranger, a little bit. A really familiar stranger.
And the mother wouldn't be angry at you. No, wouldn't be disappointed with you for feeling angry. That's silly. It's what people choose to do with that really allows the best of us to shine in life.
Well,
And you, Nesbit, how you live your life and guide yourself by the principles of the forest and of a hunter. You're the most genuine one of the most genuine people I've ever met in that regard.
Zaza opens the door and joins the other two.
Hey.
It gets a little quiet and
Yeah,
awkward.
hi.
Both Akana and Nesbit looked straight ahead as soon as you walked out.
Oh. Sorry, I ate something so weird. I was in the bathroom forever.
Oh, we're opening with that. Oh.
Sorry. What? I thought we've been traveling together forever. What's up, guys? Okay.
Do you
What's up?
do you need help?
No. What? No.
Okay, well, you came out. I didn't know if like they were out of the leaves in the bathroom or soap. Sometimes there's
This isn't about me right now. How's everyone doing? How's everyone doing? I said there's a person.
I haven't pooped yet since I've been back. But I'm sure it'll be great. I'll let you know. Well, you mean in general?
Definitely not asking about the poop.
You meant in general. Oh, that's embarrassing.
She put the hand on Akana's shoulder. And then, can she see if something's different? Because this is like very strange right now.
Make an insight check.
Yeah. Okay. An insight. Because I was like, I poop, but I don't know Kano poop. Insight. Okay. An 18.
Everybody poops, man.
This is a poop check?
We would use a poop check a lot, I feel.
You stare into
weirdly
Akana's
relevant.
eyes, like being Natasha. Zaza starts looking into Akana's eyes, like, did she poop? Like, and it's kind of like a silly intention, and then you look into the eyes. Make a wisdom save, Akana.
Jesus.
What? I don't want to know. Got my big old beak. 22.
Can I use my inspiration
For a moment.
that you gave me off screen?
Yes, your off-screen advantage on any roll. Go
Yeah.
ahead. Yes,
Okay.
Natasha had a hard day, so we give something to feel better about.
What is it? Insight? Okay, let's do insight.
Insight roll.
Oh my
again.
god! Oh my god!
Did you not 20?
No, a natural 19. So it's 22.
22 and 22. Oh, this is really nice.
Oh.
At first, you just like peering into Akana's eyes to see, like, if she's pooped, because who's this weirdo? Like, her feathers are different colors, and she's like talking weirder, and she's like kind of like a grander scope. And just for a second, when she's laughing, when you're asking her about if she pooped or not, you see Kano.
Oh.
There's like just a little moment where you're like, that's still Kano.
Okay.
She gets a little more stoic right away, but like the quickness to joke about the bathroom feels very familiar.
Okay, and does Zaza, does Zaza know that her name's Akana now, or?
Yeah, that's all we know.
Everybody, it's all been briefed,
Oh,
yes.
no.
That's
all
all
been
we
calm
know.
with that.
Joey's the only one who knows anything more.
Okay, okay. So then Zaza's gonna put an arm around Akana and just touch Nesbit on the shoulder. Okay, guys. Tell me for real. What's with the ostrich? Do they know anything about the ostrich? Oh my god.
I told you everything that we know about the ostrich.
But I want to know what they're planning with the ostrich. I don't know what they're planning.
Guys, let's go through this for a moment. Boris Niles is hunting all of you, but
Yeah.
very much mostly hunting Joey and Sven, but also all of you.
Does no one care about the ostrich except
Tash,
We're getting there.
Tash, also hunting all of you, really doesn't like Nesbit because of what happened. The
egg
Mayfly
incident.
truly hates Sven, and also Joey, and also all of you.
Oh no. Oh no.
The sister?
But none of them have specific problems with Zaza. But this ostrich made her feel so shitty when she gave the best performance of all time. And it feels like this to me. Zaza's arch nemesis has become Ender the Ostrich, summoner of storms.
This is
Oh, fuck
it's
me.
true. That's true.
That's true? Okay, I just wanted to check.
Zaza got personally slighted.
And to be clear, Ender did not exhibit any problems with most of you except irritation.
Zero.
That's true.
Did
HP
not
didn't
like
speak to
Zaza.
us.
Made her feel bad about it.
Like, even
And
Boris
no one
Niles
does that
likes
to Zaza.
Yeah.
Even Niles
That's
likes
right.
Zaza.
Now,
Even Niles straight likes Zaza.
Yeah.
As a crush.
Has a crush on Zaza. It's gonna be tricky.
Fuck.
But
That is so funny.
and are there any other like people?
The sister?
The sister specifically hates Zygo and Kano. And also generally all of you. That's the perfect balance. Those are the two people I didn't really say yet.
Yep.
There you go.
Literally everyone. Zaza selects her arch nemesis because of being slighted during her performance.
Yeah.
Like
Hell
any true
yes.
artist.
Like any real artist.
No one has disliked
Very
Zaza until this orchestra.
Fuck, that's so
I
funny.
think
Really
Nes-
welcoming.
So funny.
Gosh.
I think Nesbit and Nakana just tell you point blank the exact things that Zygo already told you.
Word for word.
Yeah, and then
Yeah, like
Zaza's
oh,
gonna
even
put,
goes like, yeah, pretty much
Zaza's
what
gonna
Zygo said.
I was gonna her hand to her chin and just like walk back and forth and be like, "This ostrich. We need to do something about it. I don't know what yet,
You're probably right.
but I will do what my team needs." And then she'll puff up her things and just like stand there with the arms crossed. I'm here to listen.
We move on to the next day. The watch
my
changes.
God.
Unless Joey, you have something you'd like to do that night?
Just while Joey is taking watch, because I'm assuming that we're gonna
Yes.
like.
Okay, so later
switch
on
it
that,
out.
with the watch switches and it's Zygo and Joey outside.
Zygo would have never taken watch. He's useless on
He
watch.
is blind. That's right. So Joey and
He's
Sven.
blind.
And
He's blind.
actually, it's Joey and Henry.
Joey and Henry. Okay, cool.
Sven is still working on his painting.
I'm assuming that they, I wasn't planning on talking to Henry, but Joey might rather insensitively go. So what was it like to be dead?
It was, and he just stares and doesn't answer. He's lost in thought.
Cool. Well, if you ever want to talk about it,
I was
think
brought
I'd-
back from the dead. I was raised from the dead. Death is meaningless. I was taken from it.
Oh no.
did you want to die?
No. But I died. And then I wasn't dead anymore. So death is meaningless.
Well, I think it still has meaning. I'm not sure how often that can happen.
Make an insight check for me.
Joey's best roll. Oh, I actually dirty 20.
Okay. Henry's entire world is upside down. He is thinking about people he has lost that don't need to be dead. He is absolutely... He saw a Canna come back, but it wasn't Kano, it was a Canna. He assumed that this wasn't the same person. That it was some magical summoning, and Kano was lost. That was where Henry was at. Henry is now at, that's Kano, but different. I am still me. So death is meaningless. Henry is like on a full existential like pitch forward. He's going dark with it. His eyes are like going to the shoreline and he is furrowed and kind of ignoring you, and he's not even really on watch. He's just outside, letting the rain soak him to the bone.
Hey. Look, I know it's not the same thing, but I thought I lost people before. And then they just came back into my life.
This is not the same as that. I came back from the dead, Joey.
I know, but they were dead to me. I thought they were dead, and then they came back, and I understand what you're saying, but what I'm saying is that you had a miracle happen. But that doesn't mean there's always going to be a miracle. And wherever you went, that place is still there. And I'm sure it's still waiting.
Roll a persuasion check. And Joey, before you roll it, okay, I know what you need to beat. I'm going to keep it a secret.
Oh.
This is one of the most important rolls thus far in this game.
What?
Oh my god.
What? Oh my god.
26.
26. At your words, at first resistant, Henry looks to you for one moment, sees the earnestness and honesty of what you're saying, and starts to sob on the deck.
Joey gives him a hug.
Roll a persuasion check.
Oh.
Persuasive hug.
Not 20 this hug. Come on, Joe.
Oh. 29.
Good
Damn.
hug. The damn good
Henry
hug.
leans into Joey and cries for hours.
Whoa.
Oh,
Gotta keep watch.
yeah.
Joey, roll a perception check for me.
They both get shot through the neck again.
Nat 20.
What?
Wow.
Oh, did you ruin your life, George?
The most important.
Did I just ruin his life?
No, no.
Look at
You
him.
needed a 35. Oh my god.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Woo.
Joey, the worst thing you can imagine is behind you.
Huh?
As you look up into the clay peaks and you start to scan the edges of the peaks, you see nobody.
Ugh.
It is empty, bare, but the rain is not falling on the clay in certain spots. With a nat 20 perception check, there are 8 spots that you can make out that the rain does not appear to be directly hitting the clay. Make an insight check or an arcana check, your choice.
It's going to be a 14 on...
That was the DC. You needed to
Oh.
recognize the spell Greater Invisibility.
Oh my
Up
god.
along the course, you count at least 8 invisible figures in the mountains above you.
Okay. And are these like rising above
Very
us?
very far away from you.
Okay.
And they're mostly on the inner side.
And is there anything I can discern in the shapes?
With a nat 20 perception check, they all appear to be medium-sized.
Are they all uniform shapes, or are they clearly different creatures?
You can't really tell. None look much bigger than the others.
Okay. And are my spidey senses tingling? Are we about to get attacked?
Roll an insight
Oh
check.
my god.
15.
You're not sure. But you wait 5 seconds, 6 seconds, still. 7, 8, 9, 10. And then the rain begins to pour on those places that it wasn't. And you lose track of whoever these figures were.
Cool,
If you'd like to make another perception check, you can.
Yeah, let me do one more.
Try and get another 35, Jack.
Well, that was definitely not that. That was a 12.
Yeah, you lose track of them.
Okay. Joey, how's Henry doing? Is Henry okay?
Henry. You're Joey. I guess I was just having like a mental breakdown.
It's
I'm good.
Okay.
but I'm good. And
Here. And Joey reaches into her pocket and pulls out probably a squished and stale, but roasted and salted cockroach.
Yeah.
and Henry and then bites it. Thank you.
Oh.
Here, we should probably get back inside, okay?
Okay, all right. Henry slowly walks down the stairs with you behind him.
And then Joey is going to go immediately to... She's going to go to a canna.
Okay. Back inside.
Canna? A canna?
Huh?
I think there are 8 figures following us.
You sure?
Yes. How far away were the clay peaks, George? Like,
They're on either side of the river on your left and right.
But I mean the figures I saw.
Several hundred feet away.
Okay.
Up high.
Up high. Several hundred feet away.
What would they look like?
I don't know. I just noticed that the rain wasn't splattering in those places. And then they disappeared. I think they're following us. Can we activate a shield around the boat?
I don't know
How
how
does
we
that
have
work? Okay.
But we should let Nesbit know. And Zygo. Is it about dawn anyway?
Close.
Okay.
Yes, we actually can give it another moment or two. Like, this will be like right as the dawn is starting to rise. It's not bright because the dark clouds are still blotting out the sun almost completely, but it becomes like a slightly lighter gray outside.
So
Moving.
do we take a long rest or a short rest?
Go ahead and add a long rest to yourselves.
Hell yeah.
Nerd.
Wee.
And
All right.
as you all wake up. Oh, sorry, this is the storm, and this is not where we are. We are inside. As you all wake up, Sven suddenly stops painting. And before you is the most beautiful painting of Bovington you could imagine.
Like
Long,
of the Delta?
Rolling green hills. There is Lake Taurus sprawling beneath the clay peaks. Small, little wooden houses, picturesque rock chimneys, smoke coming out, and beetles grazing on open field, once in a while flying in big jumps to get to new, fresher grass. He's drawn everything with alarmingly accurate motion. And he looks to all of you as you all get up and stretch, and everybody kind of turns over, and slowly you're all gathered around this painting, staring at it and its beauty. And Sven looks at it proudly, and he actually looks right to Nesbit.
Thank you, Sven. Let's see our guests off. They shouldn't have to be mixed up in what we have going on anymore.
And Sven walks forward, puts his palm in the lower right-hand corner of the painting, and looks to all of you, waiting for a sign. Is it time? Is that our new home?
Sorry, that was 2 voices. Is that our new home?
Yes.
It's beautiful. We are in your debt, Nesbit Bisbee. You've saved us all.
He gives you a hug, right around the middle. And all the other frogs gather up behind this other frog.
Enjoy your new home. Enjoy it for as long as you can.
We shall be careful and cautious. Thank you all for housing us as your guests. If ever you need us, you will find us in Bovington in the swamp that Sven has given us the location of. Mother protect you all.
Oh.
Can I reach out and shake his hand?
Yeah, go ahead. He looks at you and stares at you for a little too long.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Sven looks over at all of you, puts his palm close, and then activates the magic. And outside, a storming, thundering base of the mountains. Sorry, of course I lose the storm sound effect. But it seems kind of distant. The rain isn't as severe here as it was on the river. The frogs all pick up hoods and bundle up for what appears to be a pretty bracingly cold wind.
We shall be fine. We are very used to weather of all kinds. Plus, we all like it wet. Right, everybody? Yeah, 100%. Oh, yep, I prefer it wet. All right. Thank you all.
Each frog gives you each a humble nod as one by one.
Can I play them like a going away song?
Make a performance check.
Okay.
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 Oh my god.
Wait, 19 first, and then what was the second one? Okay, so 19.
19. All of them are brought to a smile as you begin to play them out towards their new home. A couple of them dance their way into the painting and skip their way in. And then when the last frog has exited, Sven looks at it kind of longingly for a moment. And then he releases the magic. And it becomes a hardened painting.
You will be there soon enough.
He looks at you and smiles at you sadly.
You want to go?
He points at Zygo, as if to say what he said.
We have discussed it.
Do I?
Maybe you could bring me to visit someday.
Can I make a check to see if he would actually learn anything there, knowing that he is the Ethereum and therefore, like...
Make a history check. Make a wisdom save and then a history check.
Okay.
That is very good.
Okay, 24 wisdom.
Okay, make a history check.
12 history?
You're not sure.
Okay.
But Sven goes back to his bunk. His little hammock.
It is possible that assassin is still after us this morning, so...
Oh, I forgot to tell you, there's actually 8.
I'm sorry, what?
There's 8 assassins, and they're under greater invisibility, just like me sometimes. And they're hiding there about, I don't know, maybe like a couple hundred feet away on the clay peaks, but then they disappeared, probably to follow us more.
Okay.
This is terrible!
My guess would be Boris.
Certainly it is Boris, but... Oh, God.
Can we make this boat invisible?
No,
Joey kind of looks at Nesbit.
No.
and Nesbit goes, no, Joey. And even if they didn't even know we had a boat and they found us, everyone's after us. And everyone seems to know where we are, so we're gonna change things a little bit around here. We're going in loud.
Alright.
I'm gonna go walk out onto the boat, onto the deck, and just start raising the sail.
Okay.
and just
You walk
flying
out
up.
onto the deck.
Let's go.
Whoa.
Ready for some commotion.
Okay.
They already know we're here.
Oh.
They already know.
You yelling?
Yeah, to them into the storm. They already know we're here. Everyone knows we're here. So might as well just let it all hang out. Joey, do as much magic as you want.
Really? Okay, Joey turns around and goes, Sven, do as much magic as you want.
Sven immediately just holds a hand up, and then calls lightning down from the sky.
For no reason.
And just explodes a mountain.
What?
Aye, aye, Captain.
And Nesbit just looks at that and just goes, "All right, careful of the mountains, though. That's still that's still Sven. The mother wouldn't like that. We should be respectful."
Has to sit at 5th level.
Oh, and Spin. Or wait, no. I don't know if I know that his name is Sven. And I don't know if I'd call him Ethereum. I'm not gonna say his name. Oh, and if you find that lightning isn't as effective as it normally is, use fire.
Two giant fireballs appear in his hand as he twins the spell Fireball, and
Jesus.
then swirls it around, and then
See, it's funny.
combines
but
them into
wasting
one.
spell slots.
Is it burning through?
and throws it. Boom! 5 trees light on fire and are quickly extinguished by the rain.
Alright, but don't do that.
We want to have an enemy to use it to. You know, don't. Right now, you're just kind of ruining what would normally be a very picturesque landscape.
Behind you is absolute wreckage.
But
Sven
there
has
will
devastated the small bend of the river behind you.
Jesus.
Well, there will be new growth, as there always is. But it will take many years. It's fine.
Sven walks back into the cabin. Job well done. Everybody, Nesbit, make an intimidation check.
Does he get advantage with Sven's
Yeah, is that
performance
help
magic?
from?
Yeah,
Is
come
that
on.
Yes, you
assistance
do
from
get
Sven?
advantage with Sven's performance of spell slots.
And
Absolutely.
intimidation is a charisma check, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
buddy.
So use your
Stick
stick of the hero.
I think my intimidation's actually not that bad.
That's good.
Oh dear lord. Okay.
Can Zaza also be out on the deck, just like punching the air?
I think we're
Absolutely,
all out
of
there.
you are screaming up to the heavens.
Yeah.
So, with a
This is a
minus
picture.
with a -2 and a +2 from
Stick of the hero.
Stick of the Hero, that's a nat 20.
Yeah.
Oh.
Nesbit, make a perception check with advantage.
Oh, nice.
Perception?
Yep.
23.
Okay, that is not high enough.
Yeah. Okay.
Ah.
Cool. Figured it.
Even if we're all helping him on the deck.
I mean, I already got.
He already
advantage.
had advantage.
Yeah, I'm
Oh.
pretty. And I rolled high, so I had a feeling I was not going to do it.
There is no response.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm just gonna. Obviously, like seeing to check the winds, but like I mean, the winds are bad, pretty much anywhere. So I'm just gonna keep going up.
Great.
Zygo's gonna just start ritual casting some shit in the background.
are you gonna be
Just
casting?
quietly to himself. First, water breathing on everybody on the ship, which takes 10 minutes. So if I don't even get through that, that's
You will. You
okay.
can get through that.
Great. Water breathing's first. And then if he has another 10, he'd start going into another thing.
Go ahead.
He's gonna cast Commune with Nature.
Okay.
Cool.
And as he throws his consciousness up and out of his body into a 3-mile radius around him, I can gain knowledge of up to 3 facts about about 3 of the following things in a 3-mile radius: terrain and bodies of water, prevalent plants, minerals, animals, or people, powerful celestials, fae, fiends, elementals, or undead, influence from
miles.
other planes of existence, and buildings within 3 miles. I would like to know
Go one by one.
plants, minerals, animals, or peoples. In a 3-mile radius.
There are all three. How specific am I going to get?
I need to know if there is a relevant, prevalent plant, mineral, animal, or people.
There are people that are prevalent. Do I need details about that?
It says, for example, you could determine the location of powerful undead in the area, the location of major sources of safe drinking water, the location of any nearby towns. So it's that level of specificity.
There are people radiating magic in the hills around you, but they are several, they're like a couple hundred yards away from you guys at this point. Maybe Nesbitt's intimidation did something, because they don't appear to be as close as Joey was saying.
Okay, that's the first thing. Influence from other planes of existence in a 3-mile
Yes,
radius.
absolutely. There is an elemental, a shocking elemental presence further that gets stronger and stronger as you get down through the center of the red spine, which is clearly leading towards where you can't quite reach with your commune with nature, but it is leading towards the massive thundercloud.
Yep, and then, sorry, last one, which I think might be more telling than I realized it was. Powerful celestials, fae, fiend, elementals, or undead within a 3-mile radius.
Read them off again slow, and I'll say yes or no.
Celestials?
Yes.
Is it right next to me?
Yes.
Fae?
No.
Fiends?
3 miles? No.
Elementals, which I'm guessing we...
Clearly.
Yep.
And there are lots of smaller elementals where they shouldn't be in this 3-mile radius. Little elementals are starting to roam wild and uncontrolled.
Got you. And then undead.
3 miles?
Yeah.
Somewhere very, very deep in the red spine, you might feel some sort of undead presence out there.
Okay. As Zygo sort of backs into his own presence, Jelly is right. There are people far out. I do not know if they are coming closer or not, but they are powerful. And they are not the only ones. As Zygo just turns the slightest bit towards Akana, but then turns back to the rest of the group. We are powerful too. So, please continue, Nesbit. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, it's fine. Let them come.
Nesbit, make 3 water vehicles checks.
Oh shit!
And that's dex.
Yeah, there's starting to be some protrusions of clay in the middle of the river you're going to need to get around.
If we help
in the middle of the river,
can we help him?
Yes, where clay has fallen from the sliding.
But we're flying.
Oh, you're flying. You said you were raising up and up and up. Ah, right. So you guys have raised how high up?
Because if I remember correctly, it's not like we're flying. What you said is that the water literally lifts us aloft like a pillar.
Correct.
I don't know. I think I'd just start with I guess a good 60.
Okay, you're 60 feet up in the air, which is quite high. You need not roll any water vehicle checks because the pillar of water follows the track of the river and rises up to meet you, so there's no obstructions. You cross a river, make a perception check, Nesbit.
19.
19 is high enough to around another bend because you guys are pretty high up. There is a full town about just around this bend. Looks like 20, 30 houses, all kind of stacked up on clay, and they all appear to be stilted, like the ones that you guys saw in that town. And the clay runoff below is extremely wet, very soppy, will probably all be difficult terrain like it was when we were here a long, long time ago. Yeah, but it's a much larger settlement than the one that you visited all those weeks and weeks ago. But you disappear again as you go around another bend, but you know that you're about to come into that town.
And there's no way to just pass it by?
It's on either side of the river. houses on either side.
So we could go through, but it would just pull a lot of attention.
How fast are we? Because our boat is pretty fast, right?
Yep, you could. There probably wouldn't be enough time for like a guard response if you guys rip through the town like you're doing it, but nobody will miss it.
That's fine.
You continue through the town.
Yeah, I raise up
Okay.
to 80.
Okay. The town approaches. Henry standing next to Nesbit. All right, take her down. Nesbit. Nesbit. Nesbit, take the boat down.
Not anymore.
Nesbit, take the boat down.
Not anymore.
Nesbit. Nesbit, what are you doing?
I'm
Nesbit?
showing everyone who we are.
You round the corner. Nesbit, oh, hog! He dives below deck. You see people explode out of the houses on either side of the river. All of them are wearing like straw hats, overalls, miners' clothing, all of them gazing at you with complete wonder in their face. You see guards fully spit out soup that they're drinking and fumble for muskets that are not loaded and not being used whatsoever. There's no chance they get to load before you guys are able to move on. And you guys see, like, as you guys are passing the town, and a flood of people come out of a hole in the wall to get a glimpse of what disappears around the corner of the wall. And you guys continue through this town unobstructed.
Oh my god.
Okay.
We didn't
no.
like flood the town, right? Like,
No.
okay, great.
No. They just all saw
Okay,
on top of an 80-foot pillar of water.
We destroyed this
schooner.
town and killed dozens.
That's
of
what I was
innocent
worried about.
towns.
Yeah,
Nesbit,
that's
what you did pass was a gate that was supposed to keep ships out and be like a toll. Big metal steel doors that were engulfed in water as you ripped over them.
Fuck your
we,
gate.
We don't do those anymore.
We don't do that.
we don't need those stinking gates.
All right.
Gates. Where we're going, there ain't no gates.
Okay. At this point, everybody, we are going to skip ahead a day, unless there is anything anybody else would like to do.
How does Kano's
yeah.
first poop go as a real?
There is.
Kano's first poop, roll a Constitution save. You asked for this.
I did.
Does it create like an angel?
Does it grow a little fruit?
Little flower comes out of the poop.
This was this 21.
Yeah, you remember this shit, literally.
Great.
No problem.
Does this mean we're gonna take another rest?
Yeah.
Yep, means another long rest is coming up.
Okay, so-
Oh no!
At the end
I
of
did.
it.
I did want to.
Let's go. We had Jackie raising a hand, then we'll go to Hannah, then we'll go to Natasha, then we'll go to Gabe, then we'll go to Dylan if Dylan wants to do anything. Jackie, you first.
Yeah, just when Joey's kind of going to bed, she's gonna pull out her notebook and kind of flip through a couple of pages of notes.
Okay.
And then she's gonna sit there and sort of think for a second and then kind of smile sadly to herself and then start writing. And then as she starts writing, she starts going faster and faster, like the words are just kind of pouring out.
What do you start writing about?
You'll find out, George.
I'm not allowed to know.
Not yet.
Okay, so I know when you reference
Just know that
this
she
later.
is writing.
Just know that I'm writing.
And
Is
that
this
she
a spell
can
you're
write.
casting?
No, I'll text you.
Okay, got it. All right. Anybody else? Let's go to, who did I say next? I said Hannah, then Natasha.
Akana's gonna go to Nesbit.
Okay.
Would you like me to try and find the father now?
Is there a risk he won't come back to us?
It's just time. But as long as I keep it to under a minute.
I think that, ask Joey. I'm
It's
fine with
Joey.
whatever. I'm fine with whatever Joey tells you to do.
You don't have anything specific though in terms of what to say.
In a minute. Sometimes I take that long to think about what my next word will be.
That's why I want to have it as planned out as I can before.
Are we doing it, Canna?
I think a help would
Canna?
be good. That's a good place to start.
Are we doing it?
Yeah. Let me go talk to Joey. Akana will circle on down to Joey.
Mm-hmm.
Joey will see her coming and slam her book shut and clear her stuff away really fast.
Are you not allowed to write?
No, I am. I'm just going to bed now.
It's 4:30.
I'm
Oh, no,
tired.
I get it. Sometimes when it's dark too and it feels like it's really late, but it's not, and it's kind of weird, and you gotta like, oh, it's time to go to bed, but it's not. Anywho, I'm gonna try what Nesbit said I should, and I'm gonna try to talk to the father.
Yeah, but that's going to be like really dangerous, right?
George, would it be dangerous?
Not if you drop your concentration in time.
Yeah.
That is such a loaded response to that.
No, but I mean like me as the mother seeing the father. Like we don't have. It's not like he's gonna try to kill me when he sees me type of deal. Like our relationship, right? What was our? Where does our relationship
The last
stand?
thing you know, and we've talked about this before, is that the father and the brother decided it was time to vanquish the sister. You argued
Right.
against them. They forced you forward with the plan anyway, and you've regretted it every day ever since.
Right. But he's not like the next time I see you, I'll kill ya. You know the speech. Okay.
Families.
Families.
Ugh.
Oh, happy Thanksgiving, everybody. No, I don't think it'll be dangerous like that. I just have to be sure to be under a minute and then. But it's worth a try, I think.
Okay.
If you were to try to convince someone to help you that you've not spoken to a very long time, what would you say?
Well, if you don't have that much time, I would just try to bring him back with me.
It's a good point. I'll certainly see what I can do. And
Okay.
In all honesty, and she'll kind of look around just to make sure that no one's listening, but I assume that we're fine. Sure? Yeah, sure. There might be someone physically here that has a connection to the father similar to myself, if that makes sense.
Yes, ma'am.
No, I don't think it's Nesbit. Like someone else. Someone else maybe, like walking around. I really don't think it's Nesbit.
Who do you think it is, Hannah?
Okay. Sees. That was just a guess that I had because I existed, therefore it is entirely possible.
Okay. Just
Can I roll a
curious.
history check?
Not on that.
Zaza.
There. Father's Oceans, right?
Yeah.
So it would have to be someone. It was not like creepy. Oh, the rain's beautiful out tonight, right? Because that would be crazy. Like make all the animals big. Would
The
that,
old man that she had a memory of in the...
Yeah, when I was like, why are
Storm.
the animals big? That isn't. It's
When
not
she
the
was
father
drunk.
trying to make all the animals big.
I didn't
right?
say that was a man.
Oh, that's true. Sorry.
No,
I
we
know.
figured
Hooded
out what
figure.
that was.
Hooded
Yeah.
figure.
Hooded figure.
Do we?
We know who that was?
Dylan thinks he knows.
Oh, then I'm thinking
I don't
about something
think
else.
we've
Don't even
shared.
talk to me.
Okay. Cool.
Keep doing what you do.
You're talking about the hooded figure that held their hand open to collect the black water, correct?
Yeah.
Yep. You did not see who that was. I did not say they were a man.
That's true. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Hooded
I
figure.
know. I got like creepy old lady vibes, but
Could be a lady. Could be a man. Your
Could
perception
be.
checks were very bad.
that's true.
Yes.
Gender non-conforming.
As they typically are. Yeah. I'll see what
Go
else I
ahead.
do.
Do you want to? We want to do this?
All right, sure. Okay.
I'm ready
so
with the sound effects. I'm just hanging out here for you to pull the
Okay.
trigger on this bad boy.
what do you need from me in terms of the time
I
limit
need you to
thing?
make a religion check right now, and then you'll see.
Right
Okay.
before she goes, Joey's just gonna grab her hand and say, "Look, I know you're going home or whatever, but just remember to come back, okay?"
Oh yeah.
Is Zaza
Wink
involved
at
in this
Joey.
at all?
I don't think Zygo or Nesbit or Zaza have been brought into this at all, have we?
Well, we had discussed it the night before, like on
Right,
the
That
boat
was just
in
Kano. Right
general.
now, it's Kano and Joey on the deck.
Yeah.
Kano has Joey's just told Kano to come back. Kano-
I'm gonna go over to by Nesbit and just let him know, hey, I'm gonna do it, just so people are aware.
Everybody watches you.
Great, fine, that's cool. It doesn't need to be like a super secret thing.
Are we there as well?
Everybody.
Great.
Um,
Akana,
Yes.
not that I think you'll have any trouble with this, but good luck to you. And as he touches your hand, we'll cast Enhance Ability on Charisma checks. Advantage on all Charisma checks you make for the next hour.
Cool.
Good
Just
job.
in case.
Thank you.
Insane.
So what do you need from me in terms of the time? Like me, Hannah? Like, do I need to have my
I'm not going to
iPhone?
tell you until you do this.
Okay. You just let me know. Can you just tell me when to start?
I'm not going to live time you.
Okay.
That's what I thought it
I have
was.
sound effects
I
to
thought it was gonna
worry
be-
about.
Okay.
No, I'm not going to do that.
Okay.
I'm going. You'll see when you get there what the format of this is going to be.
Okay. Well then, okay, so what do you need? Do I cast it or do I need
Cast
the
it.
whole stuff first? Okay.
Cast it.
All right, so
I just need to
will
hear the
go-
words.
All right, so I will go ahead. I clicked cast and I cast banishment on myself. Oh wait, I have a question. Do I go to the same spot? Do I go to the same
Do that, you're
spot?
done.
I
In the
heard I
plane?
cast it and that you pressed cast.
I did. I just wanted to ask logistics.
Make a
I'll
religion
find
check
out.
for me.
Okay. 25.
Shit.
That's very important. You remember the Father's domain.
Oh boy.
Remember his
Deep.
name
The Father's domain.
and his name?
Domain.
Domain.
I was just asking if
all
I...
of these gods and people are called the Father, the Mother,
Okay.
the Sister, the Brother, unless they take a human form. None of them are doing that except you.
Gotcha. Okay.
You would call him Father, he would call you Mother.
Okay.
When you banish yourself, immediately you feel yourself surrounded by water, but you don't feel any difficulty breathing because of the water breathing cast on you by Zygo.
Hey.
And in front of you,
that shit.
and in front of you, behind you is desolate bare sand with an endless ceiling of water. And in front of you is a larger than life, looks like a redwood forest of coral. Bright pink, flowers blooming and blossoming on it. And you hear a voice. It has been some time, Mother.
Oh. Father, I need your help.
What is your favor you demand of me?
We made a mistake and you know it.
I
Everything-
know no such thing.
Everything's
Mother.
been off balance since. Creatures are growing at an unprecedented rate. The balance is off.
righted the balance.
You dealt with a problem you couldn't handle in the most cowardly way possible.
Oh my god.
You come to my plane in your bastard mortal form and seek to lecture me.
I don't. I only wish to right the wrongs that we committed, and it would be nice to do it together like we once did.
Make a persuasion check.
With advantage.
I have advantage, right? Oh my god.
God.
Babe, coming in clutch with those spells.
Let's see what she fucking rolls.
Well,
for.
that was a good one. That was not a good one, so the advantage was nice. Okay. Persuasion, right?
Persuasion.
26.
Assume I would help you. What would you ask of me?
I know
What?
that. Go ahead.
What would you demand?
I demand nothing, but I'm asking for. We're on a river. I know you with the seas, the rain. Help for when she comes.
What
Together.
is your aim?
To bring our daughter back. And to bring back. It's so hard to not say restore balance to the world, but I'm really. And to bring back balance.
Make a persuasion check.
Okay. For nat 20, that is not it. It's also not it. 18. Was it 10?
You ask too much.
No.
I will not help undo what I have done. We acted together. And you would abate your responsibility, Mother. Be gone from this place, and be thankful I do not hamper your progress.
Should you change your mind, you know where to find me. I hope our son sees different.
You know your time is short. You have time to say one last thing before you got to drop this concentration or be trapped here forever.
Are you staying?
I'm not ready to come back yet, but I hope that we can be what we once were again. Farewell.
You do not have enough time to hear the response.
Can I bring him with me?
Hey, come on.
Okay. For a moment, I'm not going to kick any sound effects back in until you tell me. How would you do that?
Grab him?
You want to grab a piece of the coral?
Oh god.
Sure.
Oh, I'm scared.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Anna, you're a wild one.
You eat things, Zaza.
Scared.
Before you leave, you reach forward and touch the coral, grabbing it with your fingers.
What are you doing?
Make an athletics check.
Cool.
23.
What? What? What have you done?
And that's where we're going to stop tonight.
Oh my god!
I'm so
Oh,
sorry.
I made a huge mistake.
Is going to be it. Thank you all so much for joining us this evening. Oh no. Everybody have a wonderful evening. Thank you so much for joining us. If you want to come back and join us next Tuesday at 6 p.m. PST to 9 p.m. PST, we would absolutely love to have you. I have some writing to do. Holy fuck. If you want to check out our podcast, please go to the About section under here or go to HeroClubPodcast.com and check out our awesome podcast. You're going to love it. Anybody else have anything fun they want to throw out there?
Just fucking with gods over here.
Y'all just wanted to fuck with gods. Okay, I'm here for it.
I'm sorry.
I have something to say.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm so grateful to all of you and to this group and everything for getting me through this terribly, terribly shitty last year and a half. And so I just love you all and happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
I'm grateful for all of
Thanksgiving.
you.
Grateful for all of you very much. Thank you for being a place that I absolutely love coming every week. And as Dylan said, it is the only way I keep time anymore.
Yeah.
Everybody have a wonderful evening. We'll see you next Tuesday, and good night. Bye-bye.